The surprise attack on Pearl Harbor left our country in a state of shock and disbelief. 20 naval ships and over 300 aircrafts were destroyed and more than 2,400 Americans dead. Before Pearl Harbor, the United States had been itching towards war with Japan for years because the United States was very unhappy with Japan because of the evil and cruel attitude it had towards China. The Japanese government believed that to solve some of their economic problems was to expand into its neighbor's territory and take over the market and much needed oil supply, money, and goods. The Japanese invaded China on July 7, 1937. The Japanese went on to capture the capital of China at the time, Nanjing, which resulted in the rape of Nanjing, thousands of women and even children, and then they massacred all of them. The American response to these atrocities was aggressive and strong, with economic sanctions and trade embargoes. But these sanctions and embargoes made the Japanese angry and upset and determined to stand their ground. Because of rising tensions, the United States thought that the Japanese might attack them and start a war. But our military forces did not believe that the Japanese would attack Pearl Harbor because Japan was 4,000 miles away. Because our military leaders did not believe Japan would attack America close to home, the Navy fleet at Pearl Harbor was left undefended and our aircrafts out in the open. The Japanese plan was very simple. Destroy the Pacific Fleet, that way America would not be able to fight back, and on December 7th, after months of planning, they launched their attack. At approximately 8 o'clock in the morning, Japanese planes flew over Pearl Harbor, bombing naval ships, aircrafts, and destroying important buildings. They even dropped an 1,800-pound bomb on the USS Arizona, sinking it with over 1,000 men. But the good news is not all of the Pacific Fleet was destroyed by the Japanese. Battleships had no longer been important to our Navy. It was more so the aircraft carriers that were more important. And they were away from the base on December 7th, delivering planes and troops on the islands of Midway and Wake. A day later, on December 8th, President Franklin D. Roosevelt asked Congress to declare war on Japan, entering America into World War II. To this day, Pearl Harbor still remains one of the darkest days in American history, and it will go down as a day of infamy. Hope you liked this video. For more content, please like and subscribe.